undercover. I should have known you fit the part. I should have known you were a star. And I should have known you were a star. I should have known you were a star. I should have known you were a star. Thought you'd be the one to hold me down, pull the plug and let me drown. I never thought you'd be the one to push me down, grab my heart and throw it out. I should have known you were a liar when I met you. I should have known you had a secret little double life. I should have known you were the devil flying undercover. I should have known you fit the part. I should have known you were a star. And I should have known you were a star. I should have known you were a star. I should have known you were a star. Whoa, oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, whoa. I should have known you were a star.
Welcome, 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 race fans. Relentless Racing Xfinity is back tonight as the Xfinity cars are taking it to Daytona to kick the Season 3 off with Relentless Racing League. As always, you're going to have me up here on a Monday night, but I've got a very special guy with me. He's going to be with me all season, just like we done it again. I got Mr. Tony Frey with me. Tony, how you feeling about this new season? All these new guys coming into it.
Man, I'm excited. We're gonna have a huge field in the Xfinity series. It's gonna be great.
Well, there's a lot of them from trucks and ARCA that moved up this season, and you know, not without giving credit where credit is due, our friends up north, they have made the move into the Xfinity. How's them guys seeming?
Well, I mean those Canadian guys, they're always fast. Seems like they always end up getting caught up in something. So larger field, we'll see.
Well, our defended Xfinity Cup champion has moved on up. Anybody sticking out this season?
Well, I mean it's kind of hard to say anything or to turn away from say Ed Morris Jr. Right? He always fast. John Nidek's returning. He's going to be a contender pretty much every race. There's a lot of good guys in this series. It's going to be tough for everybody.
Well, I tell you, the team I'm going to watch, that is going to be Trankin Bros Racing. Them guys was strong in the trucks and ARCA, and coming into Xfinity, I think they may give a lot of the new teams a run for their money.
They claim that this is their favorite car to run, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's because it's favorite. I mean, it's going to work out for him. But you never know. What, 3-4 Mondays, full month, everybody has been gnawing at the bit, waiting. They had the duels last Monday. The grid will be set up at, so there is no qualifying going to happen tonight. Bruce Means coming in with that follow right there. We appreciate it. Tony, I figured out I'm just going to have to scoot you over just a little bit, it looks like, because we're blocking it. We'll have to move the alert box over a little bit. There we go. We ain't going to get you any closer to me in case you got COVID. Keep you over there. Well, man, 28. Let's see. 20, yeah. No, about 30, about 33, 32. It's going to be racing tonight.
That sounds about right. We have currently 39 cars registered for the Xfinity Series. I do know that there are a few drop weeks requested for tonight, so there might be a few trickling in here, but this may be. It's going to be a big field.
Yeah, and you know what happens at big fields, especially here at Daytona? All regard is thrown out the window.
Well, I think with this large of a field, it's not if we're going to see the big one, it's when we're going to see the big one and who can survive it.
The pace car, I know the pace car is definitely going to be okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably the odds-on favorite to win this thing.
The other, what, 38, it's just a toss up. Well, we've a couple new sponsors coming on this season for Relentless Racing, and in the Xfinity series, we've got Jab at PC. If do pretty good us on any kind of computer parts you build or whichever. Cody Riggs speaks very highly of them. They provide four main services: PC repairs, security installation, IT networking, and consulting. So if you're around the Saline, Kansas area, look them up. Get you a discount, get you a build. But you got some of your teammates out here. How are them guys
Yeah.
feeling tonight?
I think they're pretty confident. They've been practicing together for a while. We'll see if they can go the whole race. I know their plan is to kind of hang around the back and survive till the end, but we'll see. We'll see how far back in the field they fall.
Well, do you think that's a smart move or a not so smart move here at this track, considering how many cars are going to be involved in it?
Man, I don't know. I've tried leading every lap. I've tried hanging way back. Every time I hang way back, it goes green all the way through. Every time I try to get up to the front, lead from the front, ends up getting a whole bunch of cautions. So I'm probably not the best one to give advice on strategy here, but I mean, with this big of a field, I think it's probably safer being at the back. Um, there's gonna be wrecks. It's gonna happen. What's the best way to avoid that? Probably staying way off the pack.
Stay in the pits. Does it? Well, you know what? I made a boo boo. This is not Cup, this is Xfinity. Thank you, Tony, for not being afraid to correct me. Everybody else out there that didn't catch it, you didn't win the prize pot. Don't know what it is, Tony, but maybe a good clean race.
Maybe.
60 laps of green flag racing at Daytona. That would be a gift to all, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember when the stage is. I'll have to check, but I know
But
there's a stage break.
leave it stage 20, lap 20.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So 20 lap run, minimum will have a caution at lap 20, which means if the second stage goes green the whole way, it'll definitely have a green flag pit stop. I don't foresee that happening, but I've been.
There's a lot of stuff we've never seen happen, and we've seen a lot of firsts here at Relentless Racing.
Yeah, I think this is the largest field we've ever had for a series race, so should be interesting all season long.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild to see if everybody actually survives and stays all the way to the end.
All season long. I mean, with this big of a field, there's going to be. We kind of got spoiled towards the end of last season where it was a lot of green flag runs. I don't think we're going to have that many this season.
Yeah, it's gonna take them a few races, just like with every series. It's gonna take everybody a few races to get comfortable and figure out how each other drives and patience.
Absolutely, patience is going to be big. You know, a lot of these guys are coming from the truck series where we didn't see a lot of patience. Some of these guys are coming from the Gen 4 series. They actually did show a lot of patience, but you know, you're kind of mixing different types of racing now with this Xfinity car, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Gary Sack has got the fan club out there. Miss Weeks out there. You know, she's pulling for those Exile and AWG drivers. Well, we got about 2 minutes left, so we're gonna give it a quick shout out to Whiplash Sim Cams and following up with our national anthem, and then we're gonna start gridding. So y'all hang tight. Apparently, y'all are chatting enough out there, and we will be back into action here shortly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, we're back at it, and gridding is fixing to start. Tony, if I don't have it brought up, if you happen to cut that grid sheet real quick, I want to make you talk for a little bit.
I'll give her a shot. Voice is not all that great today, but give me 1 second here.
Okay, so
All right. Starting first on the inside line, we got Ed Morris. Second, Brandon Banks. Third, Gary Sack. Fourth, Cody Riggs. Fifth, Brandon Park. Sixth, Cody Kinsey. Seventh, Vincent Bashone. Eighth, Josh Vangor. 9, Tony Cavett. 10, Brandon Schaefer. 11, John Neidick. 12th, Drew Holman. 13, Dakota Orndorff. 14, Sylvan Gallant. 15th, Preston Hornbeck, your favorite.
boy,
16th, Davey Hendricks. 17th, Jordan Miles. 18th, Emmanuel Forget. 19, Pete Van Sprundle. 20, Michael Newbraw. 21, Alexander Labrose. 22, Michael Gervey. 23, Ed Morris Sr. 24, Gatlin Downey. 25th is Chad Wiggins. 26, Joseph Maines. 27, Jason Hastings. 28, Christopher Wages. 29, Ricky Williams. 30, Greg Rogers. 31, Mike Hornbeck. 32, Marshall Harris. 33, Alex Lacassi. 34, Cedric. I can't pronounce that one. Cedric B.
LaRosa.
35th. Yeah. 35th is, I can't pronounce that name. Mr. Poulin. 36, William Reagan. 37, Brandon Hughes. 38th is Kevin Bro. I can't pronounce his name either. And I don't think Tyler Forshit is going to be gridding tonight. He's still waiting on his internet to get hooked up at his new house.
Well, that was pretty good rundown right there. I got to give you props for it, Tony.
About out of breath now.
Saying we are kind of quiet, so we'll turn this up just a little bit. I'll blame it on you for being under the weather.
Oh, I'm sure I'm pretty muffled right now. But first points paying race of the season. We're gonna pull those belts tight one more time and see what happens.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. All right, green flag is dropped, and they are all the way back side by side, door to door. At least a good 10, 15 rows. A little shake up towards the back, it looks like.
Yeah, I had a little outside lane, just didn't seem like it went very well. A couple of cars may have been a little slow to hit the skinny pedal on the right, but they'll probably try to just recover here and maintain position until the cars behind them can catch up. Somebody falling to the back right now, the 76 car.
I don't know if that's going to be a Tony Cavett.
It's a long ways to the back, though, let me tell you. A lot of cars out there tonight.
If I turn Tony up too much louder, he's going to be screaming. I've got him turned all the way up. Now put that mic a little closer.
Yeah, about as close as it can get without me eating it. A little bit of jockeying for position back here, but not too exciting. Looks like kind of 2 or 3 packs right now.
Got another one dropping down below the yellow.
Yeah, I think that's those Drinking Brothers guys. That's Brandon Schaefer falling to the back, going back by his teammates. Up at the front, we got Ed Morris Jr., and I believe that is Gary Sack.
Gary Sack is up there. I know his fan crowd is excited out there right now. Three of 60 in the books. And Tony, we've got about 3 packs broke up.
That's kind of what I figured was going to happen. Different strategies here.
Got that first pack going from about 1 to 15, and you got that second pack. It's going to be Alexandre LeBros, Davey Hendricks, Greg Rogers, and Ed Moore Sr. And then the third pack is going to be led by by Jason Hastings. That's going to consist all the way back to P34. Well, I know those guys are wanting to see Gary Sack, so we're going to ride with Gary for a little bit.
There you go. Oh, 42's on the infield right now.
Oh, this could not be good.
No. That was sketchy. They survived.
That was scary right there. Well played by Dakota on not losing it.
I'm not even sure how we ended up down there.
We got another one pushed down. That's going to be the 89 of Gary Sack, and he's dropped like an anchor.
I think that may have been some strategy there. Trying to get back by his teammates. We have a new leader at the line this time, Cody Riggs.
Cody Riggs, part of that Exiled Motorsports.
Exiled East.
Exiled Esports.
Cody's going to secure himself one bonus point for leading the lap.
He's got him a teammate back there in that 83 of Van Gore if they can get hooked up.
Got Drew Hallman behind there too, so that's 3 teammates.
They are all on the high side.
I think Cody was able to get the lead after Gary Sack fell to the back there. I think that just killed all the momentum on the inside lane and let that outside lane move forward.
There seems to be maybe an issue with the red on black. And it's a little hard to read. May have to give out some glasses.
I don't know. I'm looking at it on my phone and I can read it pretty easily.
You know, Morris has took the lead back over, and he's got Park right there behind him. Kinsey and Riggs, Barks, Van Gore, Hornbeck, Holman, Miles, and Gallant. It's going to round out your top 10.
Yeah, it seems like I have a feeling that outside line is going to get some momentum here pretty quick. They got quite a few cars up there. If they tighten up a little bit, they'll go right to the front.
Chad Wiggins is in the pits.
Oh, wonder what happened to Chad. I have to go take a look.
Ed Morris Jr. is still holding the front on the pole, leading now. That inside line is forming up pretty good, Tony.
Yep, looks like that whole outside lane pretty much bailed. They all went down to the bottom. Starting to get a few of them back up to the top, but not a whole lot of momentum coming right now. Ah, that 7 car keeps blinking out for me. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. And I'm pretty sure Cody is seeing it right there beside him.
Nothing more nerve-wracking in a super speedway race than following a blinking car. Well, I mean, 10 laps in, pretty clean race.
Oh, you said it.
But
You said it. You said the C word.
Yeah, I mean, for as many cars as we got in the field right now, it's 10 laps under green is pretty impressive.
Especially with the new field, all the new drivers.
Oh yeah, got quite a few returning drivers, but the majority of them are new. they've been racing with each other a little bit in different cars, you know, back in the Truck and ARCA series, but it's the first time that they're racing around each other in the Xfinity cars, so looks like everybody's just kind of keeping it clean for the moment.
Who have I got? Oh, me. Who have I got? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just throw a. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary out there. I'm gonna go with Preston Hornbeck.
Oh.
You kind of knew it was going there.
Whoa, 7 just shot from the apron to the top. Hit the 15. I'm not sure what happened there, but he just went, he must have clipped the apron or something. All the way up to the outside wall.
He slowed that pack right there of, well, he nearly slowed down every Canadian that was in that little draft pack, all the way from Alexandra. Almost ate him when he came back down. So good awareness on Alexandra. I feel like I need to have a French accent when I say it, and I just can't pull it off.
I for sure thought that was going to be the big one there. That was
Yeah, that was
wild.
Whoa, that was the preview of the spicy, I believe.
Absolutely. Bottom to top and then back down to the bottom, like unintentionally.
It's getting pretty exciting back there where Greg Rogers is, around 7th and 8th. That whole pack back there is, they staying pretty close together.
He in that outside lane use the side draft pretty well. That 12 car Cody Riggs, he's definitely gaining quite a bit of speed. Guess he's not really gaining speed, he's slowing everybody else down, but he's definitely getting moving that line forward.
When Gatling gets out of the draft, he's going to drop back a few spots. Right now, chat, your biggest mover is going to be Marshall Harris. Up 23 spots.
Well, 15 laps in. We may get a
Don't.
home run before stage.
You really trying, ain't you?
Starting to see some more aggressive moves toward the front of the pack, though.
Yeah, Riggs is stuck in behind Hornbeck right now. I'm not going to say his name too much because that's my pick right there.
Don't want to give him that commentator's curse.
No. Big negative. Hang in there, my pick. He's got a good crew there behind him, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, that outside line's got some good cars, except for that Detroit Lions car.
Yeah, well, some people just never got enough love as a child. Talk about no love. Man, what about in the SEC this weekend? Oh, Miles up in the wall. Here we go.
So far, so good. He's holding it up there. Looks like at least the majority of them made it through without an incident.
That could have got, as you say, Tony, spicy.
Definitely had the look of it for a minute.
Looks like Morris is he's wanting the stage.
Well, I mean, super speedway racing, you know, a lot of things are out of your control. So if you can get some guaranteed points, at least if you do get wrecked later, you got something. You know, it's kind of been my mentality with it.
Oh, they're starting to shift up, especially if it's coming up on the lap car. Dakota, you better find somewhere to go.
Well, it's about go time for stage points here, so we may see a little more aggressive moves, getting that high lane rolling a little more.
Trains are coming. Oh, got one going through.
54. That's Brandon Banks.
I think he might have got a little too much of a push there.
Gonna go 3 wide here again with a lap car. Dakota after taking that trip through the infield. But looks like he'll be in position for the lucky dog. If he can hook onto the back of this pack and stay with him.
Oh, something worse. And Morris was able to hang on. Now we've seen them go fast, Tony. Let's see how they slow down.
I imagine we're going to see everybody come to pit road right now, top off with fuel. Tires, maybe, maybe not. Tires aren't a big thing here, especially in these cars, but fuel, definitely. They probably burned up most of their fuel load that run.
It's going to give them a good idea. Kind of I'm pretty sure they can gauge the rest of the race, how far they're going to make it.
Yeah, it's still a one-stop race from here, regardless of how many cautions we get, I think. But I don't think anybody can really stay out here. You're going to need the fuel.
Well, Stanley out there saying Garvey's his sleeper pick, but he's not going with the sleeper. He's going to go with Joey. Let's see, where is both of them at? See, Joey's riding in the 16th position. And Garvey is back here in the 30th. Well, man, something else. I will give him a quick shout out, man, with cutscene. It's game faster, play smarter, and rest easy. Made by gamers for gamers. And you know, it actually does work. I actually used some a couple nights ago, changing shifts. It actually helps.
My plan tonight is to take some myself and hopefully get a good night's sleep tonight.
Speaking of cutscene, I believe we have got that cutscene out there. See if we can track it down.
Should be the number 83.
There we go. And that's going to be driven by Josh Vangor. Not to sell it short whatsoever. The Xfinity sponsor coming in, Jab It PC. There, he's got that long MacArthur Ford. Pretty bad when I say he's supposed to have this scheme on and he had the wrong one, or I picked the wrong one for him. Not good advertising. This week's out there. Let's go, Josh. I think she might be a little biased. I think she's got that AWG blood.
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. Well, I think I'm kind of curious to see how many people actually lose spots here because I have a feeling that a lot of these guys are going to stay in the pits and fall to the rear. Now that they got their stage points, they're just going to fall to the back.
I want you to double check something for me, Tony. Is Preston running a solid white car?
That's what I'm seeing.
All right, I just wanted to double check. Car looked beautiful with the SBRN all over it. We'll go through here and look at a few of these cars while we're still a little bit under caution. There's somebody we ain't seen much. Mr. Brandon No Money Hughes. Brandon Schaefer's been kind of quiet. He was a pretty strong force in Truck and ARCA, but not hearing too much out of him this race.
He was one of those that fell towards the back early on. I think he's also going back down pit road to top off with fuel.
It just goes to show you don't have a sponsor to do good here at Daytona. Right now, your biggest mover is going to go to Cedric. That number 30. Well, Tony, we made it 23 laps, no caution. Do you seriously think we can do 60?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like if we get to like 10 to go and we haven't had a caution yet, people are going to start getting really aggressive, and I think we will definitely see at least one or two.
Tell you what, we fixing to find out, see how this restart's going to play out. We have seen restarts be kind of sketchy in these cars, so.
And in this series, they do use the restart zone. However, I would not use that here because you don't want to get too big of a launch. You'll get driven over. So I imagine these guys will still go on the green flag just to, knock it out too far. That would be my assumption, but don't quote me on that.
The only quoting right now is going to be Preston Orbeck's going to be taking that lead for that lap.
Yeah, I got three cars really tight on the bottom line. The top line didn't really get hooked up here. Take them a minute to get back up, connected to each other here.
Thing is, they're not broke apart as they was earlier.
No, I think they survived the first stage. Now it's go time. Got to start seeing what your car will do, how the drafts gonna affect your runs, and when to take that run. This is the time to really start learning for the end of the race.
Well, just keep it where you're at, my pick. You're doing great. And also, everybody, there's going to be links. It's going to pop up during the chat. Make sure you click on them. I have the correct Relentless Racing Discord this season is in there. I have checked it. Oh, so we got some scattering back towards the back.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of these guys just seem like they're a little more comfortable on the bottom line. I personally always like the top line here, especially in these cars. but it's not looking to be that way tonight. Oh, 14's making a move to the outside. He's gonna go try and get this lead. A lot of help from that 07 car, Ed Morris.
Oh, and the two shot down.
Like Preston Hornbeck's gonna lead that lap.
Don't say the name. It's my pick.
It's like the lanes have kind of evened out. A lot more of the cars have migrated to the top line. They're a little broken up right now.
Oh, talk
Gary
about
Sack going to the back.
breaking up. They just broke up right there again. Colt Curry wanting to ride with a driver. All right, Colt, let's hear it. I bet it's gonna be somebody from Takao.
My guess is that it's no money. Oh, he chose Davey.
Davey. Let's jump in here with Davey for a minute.
Like Davey's just riding at the back, trying to keep his car clean for the end.
This car is too sexy not to pick him. See if we can get a...
He's running that jump man scheme
Yeah.
with that Tar Heel blue.
I bet the founder of AWG knows something about that Tar Heel blue.
Got a big run on the outside. John Nidek's trying to make moves. It's like Brandon Hughes kind of killed his momentum though, and he's just gonna kind of settle in there.
Hey, somebody who's making some moves. Yeah, that's going to be William Regan. Up 24 spots. Oh, LeBros is off track.
I swear my cameras are not working. I'm clicking on most exciting and it isn't going off that front pack.
I think that's going to be your most exciting right now. All right, I'm not going to say it, but you know what, Tony? We're going to give it a little bit of turning it up since we be doing some green flag racing here. So y'all put on your earmuffs, and if you're not asleep, get you some cutscene. Man, if I don't get your heart beating, I don't know what does. I'm just staying a NASCAR fan. You know, if that top line can form together,
If the top line could form together, they would definitely be fast. And if they were able to use that side draft successfully, they would probably win the race. Problem is, they're not really getting very tight. And I'm seeing a lot of checking up in the top line.
I wonder if they must not have that need for speed.
No, I just don't think they're ready to start pushing that hard yet. Well, we're over halfway and no cautions. That's impressive. I was definitely not expecting that.
You're trying, ain't you?
I'm just stating facts, man.
Guarantee that I say the C word one time, it's going to happen.
Getting a little dicey up there in the front there for a second. Like Brandon Parks kind of washed up off the bottom, and Ed Morris kind of thought about going underneath him, but then thought about staying behind him. It was kind of a sketchy situation there for a minute.
Got Vincent Vaughn mixed in the rest of it.
Park went up the top line.
So Morris able to get that lead, and he took it up high.
Well, that's interesting. Ed went to the top line. Got back in front of Brandon Park there.
They're
Maybe
starting
tried
to.
They're
They're
getting
starting
a
to.
little dicey.
Yeah, I was going to say they're starting to shift around a little bit. Patients are starting to run thin, I believe. 25 to go. C word free.
We got 31 cars on the lead lap right now. Of 34.
It's not bad at all. Tony, I just don't know, man. I was not expecting this mellow of a Daytona race, it being caution free.
Oh, now you did it. You said the C word.
Hello, Pally Wild. You hear me all right, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you. We're broadcasting.
23 to go. Hornbeck went into pit, so that may be a strategy right there.
He was quite a ways off the pack last time I looked. He was like 30-some seconds off the lead pack, so
Looking at the
maybe
fuel.
he's just trying to cycle it out. And they might be trying to cut this stage in half.
So I was gonna say, looking at his pit time, I'm gonna say it was a splash and go.
I don't know if the splash and go is going to be enough. Can't imagine they can run more than 23 to 25 laps on a full tank. The guys out front, they're going to be burning up even more fuel because they don't have the draft to rely on.
Oh, especially up there in the front. He ain't got nobody to help him save gas. But there they go, scattering it 3 wide. Here we go. Oh, they simmer down a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of people start diving for that bottom lane just so they can get on the pit road when they want to.
All right.
There's a few. Got 4 coming down right now.
Yep, that's going to be Team Canada. So we must be getting pretty close to that pit window. I'm going to tell you what, it's risky is what he's been doing. But Ed Morris, he's controlling both lanes.
Yeah, he has. I've seen him kind of going back and forth. But back to pit stops. Like right now, you know, you're kind of splitting the stage in half. But if you pit now when the caution comes out, you're going to kind of cycle to the front. But if you don't have a group to come out with you, you could end up a lap down. So it's kind of one of those things where it could work out good, could work out bad.
$19 to go. Tony, I can't believe it's still green.
Rising. But I'm seeing that, kind of like we said before, there's only 3 cars in that outside lane. Everybody else is on the bottom. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of them going to pit road next lap or 2.
Real quick, I had the guys at Cutscene send me an email for it, their ad, so hopefully we've got it rolling right this time. If not, it will be corrected before tomorrow. So let's hope it works out good.
Been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
And their link will be popping up throughout chat.
Yeah, if you get a chance, go check them out. They come into the league, help us out, sponsoring the series or sponsoring the league. Same with Jabba PC. Check them out as well. They're sponsoring the Xfinity series.
16 to go. How much further can they stretch it?
Now I'm hearing in game that there's a bunch of them planning on going this time. So this is where it's going to get interesting. Who can get slowed down? Who doesn't wreck each other trying to get onto pit road?
Here we go.
It's like a big group of them.
I think we might have had a couple penalties out there. Well, a couple of them look like they came flying in pretty quick.
Well, find out in a minute. Not showing any black flags yet.
You know what's worse than a black flag right now? What do they call that yellow flag, Tony?
Oh, the caution?
Yeah!
I think some of these guys are hoping for a caution. Then they don't have to try and get slowed down getting onto pit road.
Morris is trapped on the high side if he's looking at coming to pit.
3 wide. Looks like they're going to make it through it, but this is going to kind of shake things up because we got a lot of cars that are out there by themselves. The pack is going to have to try and pass them. Morris made his way down to the bottom, but now he's got a lap car there. Oh, there they go. 4 and the 95 go around.
Oh, collects Wiggins, 2, 3. Hendricks involved in it. Morris Sr. involved in it. Jason Hastings. Jason Hastings looked like he took the rough end of that one. We can jump back to that. I knew if we kept saying it. Oh.
Big checkup in front of the 4. He got on the brakes hard. 95 got in the back of him. Slid up the track, took out Chad Wiggins. Ed Morris Sr. I don't know if Davey got any damage from that, but it couldn't have been much if he did. Maybe a little bit on the right front.
Oh, and Schaefer, 8. Ooh.
Yeah. Schaefer's missing a bumper. Looks like the hood almost came off there.
I think Hendricks might have got through that. Senior
I think he
did
might have.
not. Senior bit it too.
Yeah, Davey's car is clean. But those guys who chose not to pit there, that's going to benefit them. Yeah, they're going to get cycled back a little bit from the guys who did pit, but they don't have to try and get slowed down on pit road. Ain't got to worry about speed and getting run over from behind, any of that. So they're going to have a clean pit road to come down. Kind of a benefit. And track position here is not a huge deal until, 5 laps to go. So they'll have time to cycle through.
Well, I think we're gonna have to give it to Davey. We're gonna ride with him over that. He had a pretty good view.
Curious how close that was. It looked like inches.
Oh, and he had those brakes locked up too.
Man, locked him up twice. Able to get through it clean though.
No harm, no foul. Other than his underwear. He's probably smelling kind of foul right now.
Well, you know what they say about cautions, right?
Oh,
It's about to get spicy.
it's that time.
It is that time. But look who's leading the field right now. Not sure. Oh, he is a lap down, but he's going to get the lucky dog. But we're going to have several cars strapped a lap down here, I think. 27 will take the wave around. Where is the 30? 30 is going to take the wave around.
You're not kidding, Barkley. That was.
That is definitely going to shake up our running order and kind of cycle some of these guys who haven't had a chance to get up to the front. They're going to have the opportunity to start up front and see if they can stay up there. Probably go green with about 8 to go, I'm thinking.
Where are we? 11, 10, 9. Yeah, you about got that on the money. We act like we've done this a time or two. We may know what we're talking about.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Well, I'm going to tell you, 10 to go. We have had, I'm going to say I'm pretty shocked. As clean and green as it's been, but you know what? It's about like they say, once you drinking beer and you use the bathroom that first time, it just you just got to keep going.
Yeah, definitely impressive for such a large field, especially at Daytona. Bunch of guys that haven't raced around each other. First actual points-paying race of the season. Nerves are a little high. A little, it's surprising. I definitely expected to see more cautions earlier in the race, but only had that one caution for the stage, and then the one we just had. Other than that, it's been green.
And you can't really beat that. I mean, especially as many new drivers that you've got coming in. Gary Sack has found his way back up to P3. Hey Tony, we're studs. Word on the chat is.
Oh, super studs. Well, we appreciate that, John.
$20.
And everybody listening, yes, I know his name is Josh, but in the league his name is John.
No money Hughes. He's like that character off How High. I need money, and a Daytona win would get him some money.
So if you haven't had a chance yet, you got to check out that car. That's a Mike Simone special, and it's definitely very interesting.
Why? He's hanging in there. He might be able to do it.
Yeah, he's kind of sandwiched in between all the exiled boys, though. But I'll tell you what. Oh, 3 wide, Ed Morris.
Oh.
Oh, what was that? I don't know if he just...
Oh, this is not good.
Oh.
Scattering.
Nice move from John Neidick. Wow. I can't believe that just happened. They all avoided it.
Talk about a move. Did you see Schaefer drifted it across the apron?
Wow. That's all I can say there. Wow.
And it stayed green. And Hughes just got robbed, has no money now.
I don't know if he got tagged or if he just kind of lost it. It was really hard to tell from that view.
I think there's a little of a ping pong effect going there.
Almost looked like he just got loose and overcorrected it.
8 to go. Gary Sakis up there in the high side leading it. I know his fan club's out there.
He is side drafting hard. A 37 car behind him, though. He's kind of getting a little wishy-washy up there. I'll tell you what, Gary Sack, if he has the chance, he's going to win this race. He'll wreck you for the win. Trust me, I know. Ooh, Josh Vangor gets a little sideways. Brings it back up on the track. Oh, Drew Holman. I don't know what's going on back there.
I have not a clue, but I don't know if I want to be back there towards the back of the pack right now. It's really sketchy from about P6 to about P14.
Well, it's about to get even sketchier here pretty quick. These, I don't think you're going to see any lifting. We're about 5 to go here. Going to be bumper to bumper the whole way.
Oh yeah, Barkley, it's about to get a spicy AL.
All night we've been seeing this bottom line kind of carry the most speed, able to maintain. But I'll tell you what, if you're on the bottom line and you're second, third, fourth in row, you got nowhere to go. That high line, you can kind of send it 3 wide on the outside. So if you're on the bottom line, you're kind of stuck. High line, you got options.
Yeah, but that high line, man, I'd rather be on the inside this close to it because it's always the rule of thumb. Something's going to happen. If you're stuck high, you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Low lane, you can take the grass.
If you're in the front of that high lane, though, you can hopefully get by before it gets to you.
Oh, Sachs going.
Sachs making a move.
He's going for it.
37's pushing the 2 into the wall.
3 wide.
Some help with that 14.
Here we go. 3 wide. Here we go.
Oh, Chad Wiggins clips the apron. There's a big wreck at the back.
So many drivers can't get back there quick enough.
Looks like Chad just took a bad bump from Marshall Harris.
Oh, man.
Put him down on the apron. 19 went up. Looks like he clipped Ed Morris Sr. there.
And you know Preston and Gary did not want to see that caution.
No, because now it's definitely going to get even spicier.
Well, it looks like the 19. Yeah, that's going to be, I'm showing 19 on my screen, but that is Marshall. Yeah, he gave Wiggins a bump. Wages involved in it. Senior's got a good view.
Yeah, I think Chad had to check up. The cars in front of him checked up, and Marshall didn't check up in time. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
Looks like that 76 may have.
Well, probably going to be a green-white checkered here.
Oh, this is what it's coming down to. Here we go.
And I believe they have 3 green-white checkered, so nobody is out of this yet.
Well, technically speaking, for Jason Hastings, you're pretty much done for because his car got beat up again.
Yeah, probably Chad Wiggins on back. You're probably done for it. But everybody on the lead lap, maybe even a couple of lap down, they're not out of it yet. 3 attempts at a green-white checker. I wouldn't be surprised if we use them all.
You've got two drivers, both looking for their first win. Preston Hornbeck and Gary Sack, both starting on the front row. Tony, if this is going to be a prelude to how the season is, I'm going to have to get my anxiety meds up.
Oh, just wait till we get to some short track races. Can you imagine Bristol with 38, 39 cars on track?
Oh, man, that's going to be... That's going to be... we'll be able to have one camera view and be able to see the whole track.
Oh, yeah.
Marshall's, he thinks it was him giving a bad bump to Chad.
Yeah, that's kind of what I saw. Just didn't get checked up in time and got Chad squarely.
B. Huggies. Yeah, I think B. Huggies is on back towards the back. Where is he sitting at?
He is sitting in 18th right now, 17th, but hey, he's on the lead lap. Anything can happen. Alright. This is where these guys are going to get super aggressive. Somebody is going to stick it 3 wide.
I'm saying, I'm going to say it. Look for Dakota.
I could see that.
If anybody is going to throw it 3 wide, I will see it being Dakota or possibly Vanguard.
Yeah, well, Josh is on the bottom, but it's not going to be the first 2 in the outside lane. They're teammates. They're going to stick together, right? Gary Sack, William Reagan, teammates. Dakota doesn't. I don't think he has any help around him from teammates. Behind him, you got Gatlin Downey. He's on north-south. He's got a teammate behind him. So it may come from the 35 and the 38.
The Lone Wolves. And I could see Hendricks throwing it. I could see him putting it 3 wide. He's good on restarts.
Could also see that 76 car, Tony Cavett. I could see him going 3 wide here.
Let's not forget, right back through there, we've got the Canadians from 14th to about 19th, and we know those guys have no fear of putting it 3 wide.
Well, we're about to find out. Oh! That was a swirly restart. 89 got all sorts out of shape. Now he's all by himself.
I don't know.
3 on Nidek in the wall. He got it going. Ooh, 95 had to make an evasive maneuver to not hit him. Brandon Park to the outside. He's going to go try and lead this race. He doesn't have any help, though, right now. But there's help coming at 35. Oh, big wreck. 07, Drew Holman, Cody Riggs. Brandon Hughes is in it. 22-26.
There's what I'm going to have to say, Tony. That might have been the big one.
That may have been one of the big ones. We still got 2 more attempts.
Somebody get the oxygen mask. Mega crown. Let's take a jump back at that. As we was watching that battle up at the front, we completely missed it going on back there and towards the back. Let's see, the ringleader of that, not for sure who it was. Gonna ride with Vincent. He usually finds a way to get caught up in everything.
Oh, he was in it.
Okay, so it's ahead.
Kind of all, yeah, right there. The 07 and the 15, I think. I think the 07 checked up and the 15 didn't.
Jump it up a little bit further. Yeah, right there. Swing it around. Thrones. It looks like the 32 may not have checked up much either.
That's very possible. 32 might have pushed the 15 in. I am not sure. I think I'm going to go back and watch for myself to see what I can decipher from that.
Oh, looks like Riggs checked up, and that caused it all. So in front of Riggs is his teammate of Van Gore.
Yeah, it looks like he was just trying. Oh, he had a huge run. That's exactly what happened. 12 had a huge run, nowhere to go with it. He tried to slow down, and everybody behind him was caught up in it.
Got rear packed. Davey going to win.
He was rolling. I kind of want to go back and see what his speed was compared to the car in front of him.
No, Davey is not going to win. My pick is going to win.
All right, so Briggs was doing 187 miles an hour. And Josh Bangor was doing 181. So that's how much of a run he had. 6 mile an hour difference. That's what checked everybody up. Caused that big one.
That's a pretty good change right there.
Yeah. Well, gonna rack him up and do it again.
Boy, Park is looking for it. He's first coming into the Xfinity, and that would be a way for him to kind of make a statement right there. First race, first win, Xfinity.
Well, looks like there's not a lot of teammates right now, so anything can happen.
Yeah, and the numbers are kind of dwindling down.
Yeah, and in the front, Preston Hornbeck's got the inside lane. He doesn't have any teammates around him. Brandon Park on the outside lane. He doesn't have any teammates around him. The 2 doesn't have any teammates around him. The only 2 teammates that I see close are the 37 and the 89 and the 35 and the 38. And then we got another set maybe a little bit further back, but that's kind of the only teammates I see right now. So it looks like it might just be a free-for-all here.
Well, the super speedway mentality. Everybody's your friend. Turn 4, final lap, and is every man for himself.
Well, looks like we're going green this time by.
I don't know if I can withstand it. I don't know. Oh, man, we've got Kenzie's up there. It would be something to see him get a win. Regan up 30 spots.
Well, if he can stay somewhere close to there, he'll get the biggest mover bonus point. I assume he would get the biggest move. Oh, they're wrecking under caution.
07. What happened there? 30.
And the caution is back out. It looks like we had a couple involved in that. I see Ed Morris, Cedric. Let's see if we...
The 30 just come up there and spun the 07. I don't know what that was all about. I imagine he's going to have a penalty after the race. That was uncalled for. Just came in and hooked him. He'll definitely need to go to the hauler after the race.
I wouldn't be surprised if there ain't no parking on that one.
Now they're just waiting for the pace car to catch up.
Wow, what an interesting start. I have a feeling that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm sure the admins are going to be busy after this race.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that ticket. They're still sitting side by side. Better get somebody down there to throw that yellow card.
Yeah, right now they're just trying to get that sorted out. A lot of people were giving black flags because of that whole wrecking under caution, so they got to get all that cleared out.
I bet our Xfinity admins are busy right now.
I believe it.
Matt is pulling his beard out. Well, that just kind of took the momentum out from the heat of the moment.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that kind of took away one of our green-white checkered attempts, so this is it. When they go green, the next flag ends it.
Barkley gifting us Red Maverick. Red, Red Maverick never got hold of us at Discord and gave us an address.
Well, you're not going to believe this.
You live
but
next door to him.
I just found out who Red Maverick is.
Do we want to know? Let's hear it.
Well, she lives in the same house as me. That's my wife. She told me that at the conclusion of last season.
Let me put you on the spot then, Tony. What's your anniversary? Quick thinking. Come on. Come on.
Sometime in October. I think it's the 13th. I'm sure she'll correct me if it's not.
Well, I did
Oh,
have
hey.
the address.
That's coming up pretty quick, too.
All right, you think you got put on the spot? I'm gonna tell you who's on the spot right now. That's gonna be Preston. He's got Will on the outside. Park, Kinsey, Downey, Zach, Orndorff, Hendricks, Van Gort, and Kavach will be your top 10.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Park is gonna push Preston here. He's been kind of up there with him and the 07 who got wrecked into that caution. Kind of up there with them all night. They've been working well together. I think he'll probably just try to push the 49 out to a big lead and then hope he can get around him on turn 3, turn 4, and have a drag race to the start finish. But we got to get to the white flag first.
Yep, and right here's where it's gonna decide. Emma. This is where it's coming down to.
'37 laid back pretty hard there. The 14 did not get a good start. Wasn't able to stick on the 49's bumper. Oh, but the 37 just got hung out to dry. 2 dropped in behind the 14 of Brandon Park. But the 37 is going to have a teammate coming up on the outside with him, but it might be too little too late here. 14's giving a nice little bump to the 49. Keep that inside lane rolling. Outside lane's coming with a head of steam. Davey Hendrick puts it 3 wide.
He is bringing the charge. Dakota Orndorff is back there with him.
Yep, Dakota's going to give him a little push into the corner. Josh Vangor's going with him. We see, 89 up the track. A little bumping and banging there. 61, 32 kind of got together a little bit, but looks like
Oh no!
49 just bailed. Did he run out of fuel?
They're in the wall. They are across, start, finish. Cautions are out the window, Tony.
Yep. Oh, 83 goes around, takes up the 32, the 84 with him. 32 keeps it going. Who's it going to be? 37 and 89 got a head of steam coming.
Cody Kinsey, William Regan, Park, Sack. Sack is trying
37
to.
is going to side draft hard in this corner. Inside lane's got the momentum, but the outside lane usually generates momentum on the exit. Oh, 2 goes around. 37, Gary Sack. 37, 61. Who's going to get it? 37's got 37. William Reagan.
Emmanuel found P2. Hendricks snuck in a P3. Dakota Orndorff P4. And I'm pretty sure we've got a couple that's took it sideways.
That was kind of a wild finish there. They were beating and banging.
Looks like it all started with Preston.
33 to first, William Reagan.
This whole last, from like I said, once you hit turn 4, all regards is out the window.
I think a lot of that just got shaken up when the 14 got into the 2 just a little too hard. Got him spun around, and that kind of separated everybody. Looked like he just caught him a little bit off center.
Mm-hmm.
Coming on that exit. That car's already light on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Gary Sack right there. Don't know. Nobody touched him.
I think he just made an aggressive maneuver to, I don't know if he was just trying to get out of the way, but then they ended up coming back together about 3 wide. Emmanuel come down in front of the 38, just kind of caught Gary. Gary goes through the infield. That's your top 4 right there.
Oh. Pretty sure William pretty happy about that right there.
Oh, as he should be.
You know, it eluded him all season last season, but he starts season 3 off with a win. That's the momentum.
Not only a win, he locked himself into the playoffs with that win.
He's going back through it again.
Imagine that's a pretty great feeling. You can kind of do whatever you want for the rest of the season. Unless we have more than 16 different winners, he's locked in.
Well, let's drop her down. Let's see if we can find Mr. Hendrick, who had a up and down battle, and I'm pretty sure he's not too happy about what happened with his teammate, but Davey, you somehow managed to squirm in and get P3 in the midst of all that confusion going on that last lap.
I'm just glad the confusion went in my direction because there was just a lot of external screaming going through that last lap.
So I gotta ask you, Davey, when that wreck happened in front of you and you just barely missed that car by inches, what was going through your head?
I think I want to say it was Hastings. I think he's the 4. I just yelling. I'm glad I didn't mic up and blow my teammates' eardrums out because I thought for sure me and Schaefer were gonna die. I think Schaefer just squeezed by on the outside, and then I lucked out honestly, and I don't know if Netcode helped me or what, but I slid by on the inside just enough to keep my front end together.
Well, I saw your right front tire lock up 2 different times during that, so I think that may have been what saved you. You just locked them up and it kind of slid down the track a little bit.
Yeah, that was really the only one that I mean, other than that last mayhem of a lap. But I mean, really during the race, that was really the only thing that was like a pucker factor that just really worried me.
Yeah, well, tell you what, you're an admin for this series. You saw the race that went tonight. What are your thoughts on the rest of the season?
I mean, honestly, this went much better than I thought it would, considering we have so many like driver, because ARCA and trucks both had their pros and cons last year, but it's a lot of talent that moved up at the same time. And oh, oh, did I freeze?
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
good.
My bad. My computer stopped moving. I mean, there was a lot of talent that all moved up together, and none of us, or not many of us, raced both series a lot. I feel like me and Senior are some of the only ones. Um, but honestly, I'm thrilled with it. I know the last couple green white checkers were kind of sketchy, but I mean, at a super speedway closing laps, you can't expect it to be perfect.
Oh, absolutely. You kind of expect that sketchiness to happen on the final laps. But hey, we went, what, 50 laps without a caution, except
I,
for the stage?
I know I kept sitting there because, like, my little routine is just chill out and back and wait for people to die up front. But I kept thinking, I'm like, nothing's happening. I'm getting kind of worried that I'm going to sit back here and finish 30th for no reason. And then I feel like about the time green flag pit stops were starting, we were all going to pull down, do our little pit stop, and then start pushing. But that little, I mean, I don't know what happened. I'd have to go back and look. But whatever sent Hastings around,
Yeah.
kind of messed everything up. I know Park and Morris Jr. had been up front the majority of the race, and they restarted outside the top 10 or something like that. So it was a haywire last little bit, but
Yeah,
it was good.
it kind of worked out for some people where they, the ones who hadn't pitted, they were able to get on pit road cleanly and just kind of, you know, not have to worry about it. But the ones who did pit ended up getting the track position. So it's kind of a horse apiece, but I
Yeah.
thought that was a pretty good race.
No, I mean I had a good view from the back, the majority of the race, and there was a good side by side. I don't think I ever saw a single fire race the entire time. So it's not like we were just riding around. You had 2 lanes, people going for the lead. and it worked. It was good. I am very, very happy about it.
Yeah, definitely a good start to the season.
All right, we're gonna send you back down there with the rest of the
Oh,
guys.
well,
And
gotta give
after
him
you
the
get shout
shout-outs.
outs, I'm
Shout
rusty.
outs. Appreciate my teammates. We had a good group down in ARCA and truck, so I'm glad we all moved up. I mean, most of us moved up together, and Chad's a returning veteran, so I'm glad he's around. I enjoy racing with them. They're a great group. Got to thank Cutscene for league sponsorship, AWG as well for league sponsorship. Appreciate them coming on and being on the banners this season. Other league sponsors, GC Cruise Travel, Jabbit PC, Martin Sports, Exiled, all these guys who come on and put their money into it and time into it. Let us put their logos on our cars and support the league. I appreciate it. All the drivers that showed up, it was a great race. All the admins that put it on, you guys in the booth, and everyone watching. I think that's it.
Yeah, we'll send you down to Morris because I'm sure he's needing to talk.
He's got he had some choice words.
I imagine so.
Yeah, probably sent to the wrong one. Yeah, sent to the wrong one. Well, he's squirmed in P2 up 16 spots from where he finished, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. He's more of a road racer, but he's showing out on the oval, Mr. Emmanuel. Congratulations on that P2.
Oh, that's P3. Okay, I thought I was P2, but amazing. Just to be on the podium, it's kind of a miracle tonight for real. We thought we had a good strategy with the team. We pitted all good on the same lap. We kept our composure, but when the first yellow came out, we're like 25th. We didn't know what was happening, and on the last restart, I went all out, and it paid off because I almost beat Reagan on the flag, but it was pretty good race, man.
Definitely not a bad race for the start of the season. A lot of good, clean racing throughout, and then a little spicy towards the end, but worked out in your benefit. So congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I said, that last restart, I gave it all I got. Thanks to my teammates, they helped me spot me a little bit. I don't know who I hit. Like I went to go to the inside to beat Regan on the flag, but I hit somebody. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry for that. But
That was Gary Zach.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Gary, because I saw the hole as big as a interstate highway. But I had to go, man. Yeah, that was good. And thanks, Guy, for the live. I noticed all the work you done with the overlays and everything. It's pretty good. Good for you, man.
Emmanuel brought us that idea, him and Joe, and we put it into action.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw you put your face for the broadcast for the animation. It's pretty nice. You guys doing a good job on the RRL and a nice job.
Well, man, I know you know this routine. With those podiums comes those shout outs.
Oh yeah, obviously all my teammates on the track tonight. Vachon, Galland, Brosseau, Labrosse, Poulain also. We had something going on the first half, but after that, I think I was the only one, me and Galland, on the field. After that, all the sponsors, All Track Challenge, ML, Max Swap, FR Construction, M&M, and Simbox 62. I know I'm forgetting some, but sorry for that. And all the Quebec guys who are watching, yes, certainly, boys. So that's that for the shoutouts, man, and thank you guys again.
Sir, well, we're gonna send you back down there so y'all can go celebrate a little bit of Canadian Goose.
What do you say?
Drink some vodka.
Oh yeah. Here we have if you come to Montreal for the NASCAR that's coming up, maybe the next year or the other year, you have a good selection of beer here, so you're gonna be happy about that.
Well, Tony, that guy right there, he's a character to have. And I think if we put a French accent with it, we might can pronounce all of those names.
Yeah, that would be a
Pull
tough
on,
one.
pull on. I got that one. Well, without further ado, and I'm pretty sure he's I don't know, he's probably pretty chipper and happy right now. I mean, he up 32 spots. That's got to be the biggest mover. Came up short a little bit last season, but man, you're starting it off strong with that momentum.
Listen, what a race. I mean, massive kudos to everyone up front of this. I have not seen such good three wide racing, like in iRacing, ever. Incredible racing by everyone else. I didn't expect to pull this one out of my butt. Kudos, massive thanks to Gary Sack for pushing me down the backstretch. Oh, what a race. What a win. I'm excited.
Well, you drove all the way through the field. I'm pretty sure you saw a lot of spicy moments going on your drive to the front.
Oh, I thought my race was over. I think it's somewhere around like lap 4. Because I started in the back. My luck at super speedways is awful. I either win or I finish second to last because I get wrecked out. So I started in the back. Field starts spreading out, and I'm like, okay, this looks like we're gonna run green the whole race. So let me try to start carving back through. And someone clips the aprons, slides up the track, puts me in the wall. Thought my race was over. 5 laps into the race, managed to get it fixed on that stage break. There was a lot of dicey moments. A couple times that me and Gary had to peel out and take a breath. But overall, I'm really impressed with everyone that's in this series this season.
Well, William, I have a favor to ask from you.
All right, what's that?
Will you post a screenshot of your car in the Xfinity Car Screenshots channel, please?
Oh, did I not do that?
I don't see one there, but maybe put it in paint jobs. I'm not sure.
I probably didn't because I'm awful with that side thing. And that's where I look at my team owner and I'm like, Gary, help.
Well, man, you got the checkered flag tonight. You know the routine. You've been up here before. You got those shout outs, so it's all yours, man.
Yeah, like I said, huge thanks to Gary. Love Gary Sack, love working with him. We've always got a deal. It's no matter what track we're at, it's like whoever's in behind, we're pushing you to the win. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this win. Huge shout out to Jonathan Nance. Honestly, like he's been with me pretty much since I got into league racing and iRacing. He's been a huge help to me. And huge shout out to you guys for doing the broadcasts. You make it awesome, you make it fun, and honestly, you give me something to watch on Tuesday afternoon.
There you go. Well, man, I gotta imagine it feels pretty good. Guaranteed spot in the playoffs after getting that win. You kind of do whatever you want the rest of the season.
Yeah, it feels great. I was just talking to Gary, and it's like, well, I guess I can just actually have fun with the rest of the season and see what I can do come playoffs. Because last year was a little stressful before I ended up pulling out that win, I think a couple weeks before the end of the season. So it's huge burden off my chest, can play some harsher strategies, go for broke, and see what happens.
Yep, got nothing to lose now. So congratulations on the checkered flag tonight, and I guess we'll catch you later.
All right, thank you guys very much.
Tony, it's going to be a wild season if this is a prelude on how the rest of the season is going to go here in Xfinity.
Yeah, it was pretty calm this race. I wouldn't be surprised though if it starts ramping up in spiciness.
Yeah, I think there's a few paybacks going to be happening throughout the season when they least expect it. But
Very possible.
But we've got let's see, not next week. Well, next week with the Xfinity, I was looking at it. We're gonna be down at Vegas. So I mean, what happens in Sin City is gonna stay there. So it might be where a couple of paybacks and bluffs come into it.
Yeah, Vegas is a great track.
kind of I'm excited for the next 3 races. We got Vegas, Nashville Super Speedway, and then Iowa. Iowa's one of my favorite tracks. Short track, got to save tires, bumpy track. It should be good.
Tomorrow night, the trucks, I believe they're taking it to Kansas. So that's going to be a pretty interesting race right there. And let's see, Wednesday, we got a full week going on. Wednesday, we're going to be at Vegas with the Cup.
Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona with the Cup.
Yep.
They run together for me. ARCA's going to be at Kansas.
There you go.
We'll get it pulled
Kansas.
together.
Great track. Rip the high line.
Pray for the best.
Hope you don't get hooked in that wall.
Well, if y'all blood pressure is pumping, y'all need some of this cutscene. So find it in the link, open the Discord, watch the ad, make sure you get you some of it. Use code AWG for a discount, and we will see y'all next week. Well, tomorrow, actually.
Been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.